We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Seen ASAP Rocky Lawyer doing some interviews now.
ASAP Rocky Lawyer did what?
Couple interviews. Saying he's scared of Rock Nation, scared of Jay-Z, all of that. Say,
What do you
and I'm getting
mean?
some. Yeah.
He's got a Rock Nation for.
He talking a lot of shit on the Breakfast Club.
ASAP Rocky's lawyer is scared of Rock Nation.
Yeah, he said somehow why he didn't take the Diddy case. He says it's not scared, probably not scared. His loyalty to Rock Nation. Apologize, not scared. His loyalty to Rock Nation. Loyalty to Diddy and Rock Nation. That's why he didn't take that case.
His loyalty to Jay-Z. Wait, well, I don't understand that. Why? I don't get it. Jay-Z and Diddy was cool, so I don't get that.
That's why I didn't get it either. He was like, because of his loyalty to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, he didn't take that case. I didn't get it. But
Is he saying if a situation comes on the pipeline and he gotta represent Jay-Z, he don't want to be a conflict of interest? Is that what he's saying?
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
yeah, that's what I think so. They also said something about how the jurors was 10 not guilty to 2 guilty. They convinced the 2 guilty to turn not guilty.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Heard about that
Yep.
too? Yeah, that first juror that did that interview, she was the one that needed to be convinced.
The one in the black shirt, right?
Right, and she also said that they thought that he fired the weapon. It was a real gun. To me, that was the best part about that interview, that they actually did think that. And they let him off anyway. They said it was just that the Relly nigga wasn't credible.
Yeah,
And that's
they said ultimately he was the reason why his case failed. His own testimony.
right, and that's not the juror's mouth, Wack. That they believed it was a real gun, believed he shot it, but just ain't believe the witness. That's crazy to me.
Oh, that's what he said?
That's what the juror said. Right after the court, they interviewed her. That's what she said. That, yep, we believe it was a real gun, believed he shot it, but we ain't believe the Relly. And she also said it was 10 not guilties, the 2 guilties in the beginning. And the 10's convinced the 2 to go not guilty. But they all believed it was a real gun. That's why when we first, and salute the unk, that's why when we first said putting the gun in his hand and saying it's a prod gun makes no sense. Because you don't have the Relly nigga on the stand yet to blow up the case. So your original theory is we're going to claim self-defense. We're going to say it's a prop gun. X, Y, and Z. You got saved by the Relly nigga doing what he did. Because the jurors said they believed it was a real gun. They believed he shot it. They just believed that whole self-defense story. And they didn't believe the Relly nigga. They thought Relly was the aggressor. That's out their own mouth. And he's the one that followed them into that alley. And whoop-de-whoop. And caused that altercation. So they let Rocky off. They didn't say he didn't shoot the weapon. They didn't say he didn't pull out a real gun. They let him off with that assault with a deadly weapon charge. Literally let him off. He did the crime.
Wow.
They're gonna let him off.
So they said they believe he did it, but they didn't believe the witness.
ASAP Rocky, yeah. Believe he shot the gun. Believe it was a real gun, but did not believe ASAP Relly at all. Also believe that ASAP Relly was the aggressor, and Rocky was acting in self-defense.
That's crazy, but that's crazy right there.
Crazy.
So the jury believe he shot the gun. That don't make sense. How you believe you only know he shot the gun because the witness saying he shot the gun? Like,
I
say
guess
you didn't like the witness.
I argued that there's no way that he's a registered firearm carrier, pulled out that gun like that, and is not going to get charged anyway, because there's no way.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
if the jury said, we believe he had the gun, believe he shot the gun,
Because
all those statements came from Relly. That came from Relly. That the nigga shot at me, right? That came from Relly. So you can't say you don't believe the witness, but you believe he had the gun and shot the gun because the witness is saying he had the gun and shot the gun.
Well,
100%.
remember the argument was, did he shoot him? And what was happening was they were arguing the fact that they were talking about the angle of the gun, and they say on camera it doesn't, he never really angled, like he didn't fire it at him, he angled it towards the ground, and they argue, well then why would
That
you
don't mean
angle a
nothing.
prop
That don't
gun?
mean nothing. Hey,
I know.
shit pick up.
I know. They said, why would you angle a prop gun towards the ground if it wasn't real? So that's where all the conflict was coming from. All the confusion
Yeah.
was coming from, because the guy didn't really prove that he shot him. He claims that it hit the ground and then he felt something hot. That's how he kept describing it. So it was just like, wait, what? And then they look at the injuries over and over and they're like, these are not consistent with a gunshot. Like, how did you know? So
But
that's
that's
why
crazy
they,
because
yeah.
you women wasn't taking that stance on Meg Thee Stallion because we said, bitch, ain't no way you got hit in the foot with a bullet.
Really?
Yeah, so now all of a sudden the same shit that went in her couldn't have went in him. The asphalt couldn't have kicked up. Is that what you saying? Because we all
That's
know this bitch did not catch a bullet in her foot. We know the bullet probably went off, hit the ground, and she probably caught them fragments. So it's what we saying. It sound like the same shit. Nobody has an injury from a bullet. None of that shit. They got wounds. It's real. It's the same shit.
Oh, it's the same stuff. I guess, I don't know. I can't really say anything's different in that. I mean, Tori was the mediator. You know what I'm saying? And it was supposed to be between him and Kelsey. Same differences between Relly and Rocky and 12, not 12E, but I think it was another dude was supposed to be the mediator, the one that Relly ran behind, or Rocky ran, or somebody. I don't know, but I guess you could say, yeah, same difference. I don't know. I think how both those cases went is the actions of the person that followed, like the whole walking
No, I'm
walking
just
behind
tripping
him for
on
blocks, you know?
the jury saying we didn't believe him, but we believe what he said. I just think it like we believe he had the gun and shot the gun, but are they saying they don't believe he shot the gun at him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were debating whether, the angle of the gun. They were discussing the wounds and how the wounds looking, are they
It don't
consistent with?
matter what the
It was a
angle of
lot.
the gun is. If you got two people getting into it and a
Yeah.
nigga pull a gun out and discharge it don't matter. You can shoot them in the air, in the grass. If you in an altercation with somebody, they gonna take it like that.
That's a fact.
And worst case, you gonna get a discharge of firearms in city limits. Straight up. I know.
And didn't the police?
Every time I caught a 245, they hit me with discharging firearms in city limits, assault with a deadly weapon. And if it was into a vehicle or something, they gonna hit you with that. Fire into an inhibited vehicle. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hit you with all that shit.
Hey, didn't the police say they didn't find no evidence at all of a gun being fired at all?
Yeah, they didn't find no shells, but he went back and found 2 shells. At the 7 police couldn't find nothing. But I think the fact that they caught him lying about ever finding a firearm, and somehow they found records of him at a gun range with the same caliber of the bullets of the shells that he went back and found. They kind of like, and they had like, well, you didn't take the shells from here. You know what I'm saying?
And he's also not on camera going back and doing none of that either. So that's a
Nah, I
fucking
didn't
lie.
like the camera footage I saw.
Mhm.
You didn't really see that. I seen
Right.
something, but I didn't. Multiple people there, so I don't know who he was getting into it with. I don't know what it was. I don't believe
Oh,
it was no audio. Well,
it was audio, but the problem was it was two videos they had to put it together. Whack, they overlaid it, and then the other nigga that was in that video, he's the one that pointed out who was who in the video that was blurry. They
so what the
enhanced it.
audio say? What was he?
It was just a gunshot. You just heard pop pop.
But you didn't see you. They was out of camera.
Out of camera footage, out of focus. You can't see who pointed it. You can't see a gun. You can't see the muzzle. You can't really, not from that wag. You can't, you know what I mean? Even with the nigga saying who's who and saying that Rocky fired a shot at the ground, it obviously wasn't enough because they acquitted him. The nigga that was there said Rocky fired the gun and pointed at the ground, and he still got away with it.
How close
I
is
thought he was cooked
the
after that.
FBI?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The nigga that's sitting there in that video fighting is the nigga on the stand pointing out that's Rocky, that's Illy and Relly get into a fight, and then Rocky points the gun at the ground and shoots a shot. That's what he said out of his own mouth. I thought once he said that, it was over, but apparently not.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Clubhouse TV back with another one, like I promised. And today we're talking about Wack's reaction to ASAP Rocky's attorney turning down the Diddy case out of loyalty to Jay-Z. Now, y'all know Wack always got something to say, so let's break it down. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. So check this out. ASAP Rocky's attorney, Joe Tacopina, recently came out and said he declined to take on the Diddy case because of his allegiance to Jay-Z. Now, if you know anything about Tacopina, he's handled some big name cases, including for ASAP Rocky himself. But this just shows how deep the industry politics run, picking sides when things get messy. Now, y'all know Wack wasn't going to stay quiet on this. He hit Clubhouse in the morning show and basically said, man, this just proves what I've been saying. The whole industry is run by elite alliances and backdoor politics. And let's be real, Wack been calling out the power structure in hip hop for years, especially when it comes to how people move around Hove. He's saying this is just more proof that the industry ain't about right or wrong, it's about who you are connected to. The whole situation raises a bigger question. Just how many people are distancing themselves from Diddy right now? First, we saw the feds raid his properties. Now, big time lawyers don't even want to be associated with him. And Wack made a good point. If Diddy was still on top, would Tacopina really be saying all this? Or is this just another example of folks jumping on shit when the heat is on? At the end of the day, Wax always keeps it raw. He's calling out how the game really works. Lawyers, executives, even artists, they all play by these unspoken rules. But what do y'all think? Is Tacopina just keeping it real about loyalty, or is this proof that the industry picks and chooses who gets support? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive WAC 100 content. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm on to the next one, y'all. Peace.